Our leaders need this data and this information for their decision making, because without data, without the right information, you're not going to make the right decisions, and that could be bad for any of the counties. At the same time, having this kind of data allows what is called interoperability, or there's data between the different counties. We can start sharing data amongst the different counties, so we can see how best to use the best systems and the best ways of working, so that we see continuous and equalized growth across the country.
Since the adoption for a new constitution in 2010, the country has embarked on an ambitious devolution agenda which has shifted powers and responsibilities from the national government to the new 47 county administrations. This means that counties were envisioned as the future cornerstones of our economic sustainability. Essentially, each county has the ability to maximize on its competitive advantage and thus spur economic growth and drive industrialization. However, devolution in Kenya faces a number of challenges. The main ones being the overdependence on the national government for finances and unstructured mechanism to sustain investment attraction to the counties.
As we advance these key aspects of devolution, there are going to be additional data points, data sets, analytics that need to be inputted into the devolution data portal. So it's an ongoing process. The devolution of the portal will be an ongoing process. I believe, especially in these initial phases, we might look at having a version or a sub-version coming up on a quarterly basis. And as we move along, that will go into an annual and then into an annual basis once we get to a stable state.
For the Commission, we are mandated to share revenue between the two levels of government and among the 47 counties. In addition, the Constitution also mandates us to provide advice on financing of and public financial management for county governments. And so for us, it is important that as we execute our mandate, we also make data available to the citizens of Kenya and to the public at large, so that they're able to actually interrogate the data that is available, data that is probably sits in very many different places. But today we want to provide the opportunity for harnessing all that data from different sources in one-stop shop. Today, if someone is trying to look for data on what counties are getting or how much money has gone to counties over the last 4 years, you probably have to visit very many different websites. Today, if you want to find data on how much counties are collecting on their own revenue, you probably have to visit 47 different websites to find that information. One of the questions we as Commission are asked oftentimes when we try to argue for more resources to go to the counties, the question we always ask, are you asking these counties what they're doing with their money? And we want to believe that we want to avail that data to all Kenyans so that they can use this data to hold their county governments accountable for results and for the delivery of services.
As a Senate, we have been urging that counties spend about 5% of their revenue on ICT-based expenditure, so that they can be able to do what the chair has been saying, and that's create transparency within the counties and create the data required to make decisions not only for the business community but for the citizens in those counties as well. Counties do give reports. The CRA itself publishes a report on the expenditures that are going on in the counties. The Controller for Budget also gives reports. Counties are supposed by law to give a quarterly report to the Senate on the expenditures that have been going on within the various counties. And to a large extent, that has been the case.